Hey, hey, hey! Oh, damn, Wisp! How's it going? Welcome back to Feed the Beast, to Seek the Beast on the Minecraft Feed the Beast. On the Minecraft Feed the Beast server network thing. We are continuing work on the secret base today, and I'm being assaulted by wisps again. Still, there has not been a second wisp explosion. There's only been the one, and that happened over here in this back corner. This quarry finished, and there have been some wisps, but not nearly as many. Maybe only 10 at a time instead of 150. But the designs on this level are done. The other 4 saplings and planters have been made, and they're there waiting to grow. I like the way it's looking. So let's spin around the perspective there, and let me show you before we get into the business prepared for today's video. One little detail I forgot to show. Oh, I missed. Oh, and they're so erratic. It's hard to hit them from any kind of distance. See how it's changed direction like that? Okay, anyway. One thing I forgot to show. Okay, so I made a point of showing that these squiggly line detail things, the spirals or whatever you want to call them, the warded stone blocks, not only do they... Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, man, not only do they move around here... Alright, sword, stop it. Stop. They also come down beneath to hold the dirt up. So the planter is basically held by this line coming around, not only in a circle, but underneath. And then I added stones, what are these, panels? Stone panels to cover the rest of the dirt. I tried actually at first using the tin block panels, these guys, to sort of make them fit in with the rest of the design, but it didn't look right, and so I think the containment will have its own construction logic out of warded blocks. And then the what was that? And then the rest of the base will be out of this stuff. Anyway, okay, so today I want to start adding some more platforms, and particularly I'd like to work on the master control platform and start doing a little bit with wireless redstone so we can trigger everything from there without running wire all over the place, which may look neat, but we're gonna have I want pipes for the messy, crazy stuff flying everywhere, and I think the wires would be too much because we'd have to put blocks for them to run along as well. So I think wireless redstone is the way to go, particularly if I ever want anything outside of this protected shell. I can transmit things with wireless redstone, which opens up some possibilities. So we have some space here. All of the platforms, they're going to be a similar construction logic. They're going to come directly out of the tanks here from the first block of one tank and the top block of the one below it. So we only have a certain number of places where we can place them, and I think the master control one is going to be on this side, and I'm thinking this guy right here will be the master control. And just for right now, I want to sort of lay out what it might look like, and then later, once I figure out what layout for all the different platforms I'm going to be adding in the next phase, once I figure out if I like that layout, then we'll replace them with all that kind of stuff. The aluminum blocks, the tin panels, tin block slabs, no, tin block panels, the inverted light blue lamps, all that kind of stuff. Iron blocks. Okay, so that will be hypothetically, I mean the shape will be different, but that's going to be the master control panel. Then I also need a place for general machines. So I've got a lot of orphaned little baby machines up here. We got a macerator, a furnace, a compressor, that's another macerator, an extractor. Just stuff. Sometimes I want to use a macerator, and I don't want it to go right into. I don't want it to go right into the smelter right after, and sometimes I just want something to smelt, and that's it, like that. So I want a platform for those as well. I also have like just some blue alloy electric furnaces there that don't have a spot. So I need a platform to put all those kind of just general access machines for when I need them. I can actually take all this stuff down because I'm basically done with it, but maybe we'll hook up some wireless redstone to it before I tear it down. I can put these. Is there room in here? No. We can put them in here. What was I saying? Okay, so a machine platform, and then I have 3 diamond chests, as I showed last video. 3 diamond chests full of enchanted books. I want to organize them a little better into probably barrels, because you can divide those guys into barrels. Do I have any barrels right now? We could probably make some right now. Handy dandy. Barrel plan. So we'll just get 2. And we'll use pneumatic tubes for this so that they get sorted automatically. So let's see. Here's haze 3. Basically, I just want to find 2 of something. Vorpal 2. I thought I just saw a Vorpal 2. Potency 2. Power 3. Power 3, I have a lot of them. It may... Oh, there's Vorpal 2. Vorpal 2, Vorpal 2. Okay. Enchanted book. Oh, the label doesn't say what it is, but we can stick Vorpal 2 in there. Then we can stick another Vorpal 2. But it won't accept the haste 3, so we can organize our books like this. We're going to need labels on these. So I'll probably stick a sign on top of them. Like that, and just have it say Vorpal 2. And then we'll use pneumatic tubes in the back to keep track of them. And look at that. Look at the placement of the sign. You can still see how many are in there. That's pretty neat. And so what I'll do for that platform is I'll probably just have a chest in the middle that you can deposit all the random books that you get from enchanting, or that I can, because you're not going to be doing it. What am I saying? You can deposit all of them in, and they will get sucked out of there and sorted automatically. And then when you need something, it's easy to find. When I need, let's say I need to make a new bow because I lost mine for whatever reason. I dropped it in lava. I got to sort through all these guys for power, punch, infinity, all that kind of stuff. This will make it a lot simpler. It'll also mean it'll free up 3 diamond chests. Or, yeah, these are diamond chests. It'll free up 3 of them. And, I don't know. I think it deserves its own platform. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's put that in there for now. So that needs a platform. And I think right now that's enough. We can add 3. So let's look here. We've got a lot of space here. And a lot of space here on this side. Whoa, buddy! Wispy! On this side, there's enough space to put 1. But I think because there's so much empty space here on this side and this side, we'll put 1 here and 1 here. So let's see. If we do a platform every other tank, so we got a platform down here where the quarry is storing metal and the smelter and macerator setup is. Then if we skip a tank, we can have another one right there. And then skip a tank, have another one right there. Skip a tank, and then the bedroom. I think we have room for 2. And I don't want to make it too crowded. And then on this side, if we skip a tank, we could have 1 there. Skip a tank, have 1 there. Skip a tank. Oh, and that's it. Okay, so we could probably fit 2 more in on either side. So let's see. The machines. I'm going to want to access the machines when I'm messing around here. I'm going to be like, hey, I need to make this. I need to do this. I need to smelt that. I need to compress that. So I may want the machines on this side so that the jump pad to get to and fro is quick. And then the enchanted books I don't do too often. So we could even put the enchanted books, now that I think about it, because I'm not going to be accessing that too often. We could put that like down here. Maybe, I don't want to put it here. So if we skip a tank underneath this guy, it would be here, but that's on the same level as this guy. I don't want any two platforms next to each other to be on the same level. So let's say we put the enchanting stuff here on this, in this little spot. And I'll probably need other platforms later, so it's I'm gonna have space left on those the sides that I initially said I wanted to put them on. But now that I think about it, it's probably better to put the enchanting guy down here. Okay, just make it real quick. This isn't the shape it's going to be necessarily. I'll figure out the shape when I decide exactly how much storage space I need, all that kind of stuff. Okay, but that'll be that one. Good enough. The size and shape will change. Okay, so what's left? The machines. We need to put it opposite that guy, or we can put it on this side. Let's see, skip 2, and that's on the same level. We could put it here. It would be higher, or we could put it lower. Ow, 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 Wisp, I'm trying to think. I'm sitting here deliberating over where this next thing's gonna go. Yeah, let's put it higher than this. So we had this spiral idea where I've used these aerial faith plates to get from platform to platform. Like this. Oh, and it lags the hell out sometimes and does that. But most of the time it works pretty flawlessly. So we can go all the way from the bottom to the top pretty quickly. I may have to reconfigure them, or I'll just have branching paths. I may end up with like 2 faith plates per platform, so you can go to different places. But if we start there, let's just remake the spiral. Then we're gonna go from down there to the metal, to the bulk stone storage, to the Thumbcraft. And now we've got a new friend here. Okay, that doesn't work out. The spiral is going to be broken. It's going to become more complex. But I think the spiral would continue here, and then to there, and then maybe to here, maybe then back to there. I'm not even sure. Oh, and then we've got a guy there. Yeah, I guess we're not going to really have the spiral. It's going to have to become more complex. So maybe the spiral will stay the way it is, and then we'll just have branching things. I'm going to need to get to the master control platform from pretty much every platform there is. So, yeah, we're just going to need a lot more aerial faith plates. So, okay, let's just make a decision. Let's put, I'm going to put skip blank, skip blank. Okay, we're going to skip 2 here, and we're going to put it right here. I just decided. Oh, boy. Okay. Ah! Okay, get here. This is where it's going to go. Alright, machines are going to go right here. And once again, size and shape subject to change once I actually start building the thing. But for today, I want to mostly focus on this guy, the master control platform. Okay, so for this one, let's go ahead and make a few of these wireless transmitters and wireless receivers. So I actually already made some. Where did I put them? I put them in here with everything else. Receivers, transmitters. Okay, and you make these. I'll show you the recipes. Here is a wireless receiver plan. It uses some of the same material as the red power circuits. So you need stone wire, stone wafers, and you need to make these obsidian sticks, which is the same as making a wood stick, just with obsidian blocks. And you're going to need these guys, receiver dishes for the receivers. For the transmitters, you're going to need wireless transmitters. Okay, for the dish, you're going to need a transceiver and a stone bowl. And for the transceiver, you need an obsidian stick, and I actually didn't make any more of those. I'll show you that in a second, though. A rather pearl, a red power pearl. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Rether pearl. That's how you make one of those. Stone bowl is like that, just like a wooden bowl, and then obsidian stick. Not too complicated. I kind of wish there was like an upgraded version of the project table that had more inventory space. That would be super. Okay, so we've got some of those. Let's get, so we can fiddle around. Let's get some buttons, some levers. Probably some red alloy wire would be handy. That's not very much. And then what else? Maybe some repeaters just in case. There's a couple. And I think most of my red power stuff is still up here. Or I've actually used most of it in all these little experiments. But I'm going to get all of this back as soon as I take this down. I'm basically done experimenting. At least for the time being. Do I not have any more? We can make more. What am I thinking? Oh, there's a bunch in here. Okay, I'll just take some of that. All right. So let's sort of, oh boy, let's do a little mock-up. So first we're going to have a transceiver, and that's going to send signal somewhere. Then we're going to have either, it depends on the application, we're going to have a button if it's an on-off like the elevators, or you see that? It's switched on and off. Smack, smack. Awesome, but it's not set to anything yet. We have to set up a receiver for that. Or if it's like this spawner. Actually, is this a... Yeah, I have an on-off toggle for this. But once we switch to... if we do it with a lever, we don't need the toggle latch because it'll just toggle on and off. Okay, so let's put down... No, let's put down a receiver over here. And just pull some wire out of it. I think they connect, do they not? Okay, do they not? Maybe it has to be out of that side. Oh, it does, I see. Okay. Because I was pretty sure it's compatible with red power because it uses some of the ingredients from red power. Oops. It's still not sending power to the 0. Maybe because you have to pick an actual number. So here, if we right-click on it, we can pick a frequency. Ooh, look at all these. And we can look at all the frequencies other people have used. So we want to pick something that no one else is using. So like right here, that's 2004. Nebris uses the early 2000s. Anders is using 104, 106, 113, 1002. BTC is using 1498. Okay, so for right now, let's just say we're going to go with... Oops. Oh, I thought it would go up higher than that. Let's go to 4901. 4901, okay. And then do the same for this guy. Okay, so this should work now, right? Yep, okay, good. Okay, I guess it only, it doesn't work if you keep it on 0. The next thing I want to try, I want to encase that stuff so we don't actually see the receivers and transceivers. I want all that stuff to be hidden. So let's grab some tin panels, a saw, maybe an aluminum blocks. Maybe do I not have any more tin panels? Tin. Rin tin. man, it may be time to make more tin blocks. I thought I just made a ton of them, but I go through them pretty quickly, making these platforms. Okay, well, let's grab, while I'm thinking about it, let's grab more tin from here, set it to compressing, and then while that's doing that, we can fiddle with things, and when it's done, I'll use it to actually build the platform. Okay, that's probably enough. We'll fly up here to the orphaned machine section, and that guy is the compressor. Okay. Anyway, I have enough to mess around with. So let's see. Can I place this without... No. Okay, but we can do this. So I guess we could have like a little housing for it, and we may mix it up a little bit to make this look a little more science fiction-y. Whoa! Oh god! This drill is too fast. It's way too fast. I didn't drop any of that in my cauldron, did I? Oh no. Oh good. There's the receiver. Is there anything in here? I don't have my goggles on, so I can't actually tell. No, there's nothing in there. Okay, good. It would tell me if there was. You know, I've never tried dumping something in there that Thaumcraft doesn't recognize. So I don't know what would happen if I dropped like an industrial craft machine in there or something. But anyway, okay, so what did we need? We need a transmitter, skrabunk, and then we would do like maybe an aluminum block here. Then a housing of some sort, and we would need the activation thingy, pachunk, and we also need some kind of label on it so that we know what we're clicking on. And I'm thinking that will probably be a sign or possibly an item frame, if I can think of a simple enough way to represent what everything does with an item. Let's see, do I have any signs? Only one? Really? I guess I really haven't been using very many signs. I mostly use item frames. So let's make a few. Just to get a mock-up going, and then later I may replace the things with item frames. So where would the sign go? We might end up making this thing 2 blocks high instead of 1, or 2 blocks tall, rather, because if you do that, it's going to be way up there. But the only problem is if we do it like this, and then put that there and the sign there, so we could say elevator, but don't. The problem is it's kind of big and bulky. I don't really like that, so it's something I'm gonna have to work on for a little bit. But that's the basic idea. Anyway, let's oh gosh. Okay, let's do 4901 again. Okay, and put this back, 4901, and then we'll come over here. Oh, we can't actually see it from up there. Can't. Oh wait, no, I went too far. I want to hook up the elevator to this, and I think the old wiring. Oh, hi, buddy. Suck it. Yeah, get a knockback job. The old wiring still works. I haven't taken anything out except this wire right there. So if we put down a transmitter right there, and then switch that to 4901, then when we send a power source, an impulse from there, I think that should work. Let's see, it's at the bottom. And the next time it flips, it's gonna send power here to send it up. Okay, let's give it a test. And I pretend we're doing like some nefarious deed from our master control platform. And now, activate the elevator. Okay. All right. Maybe not. Okay, so let's figure out what went wrong. 4901 and 4901. Maybe I have that set up wrong. Let's set up a duplicate over here. A duplicate receive. Oh. Wait a second. That's a receiver. I need a transmitter. Or I need a receiver, not a transmitter. That's what I did wrong. Okay. Whoops. $49.01. That's a receiver. And that's a transmitter. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, once again. And now, release the elevator. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wireless redstone. And it's really easy to use. I'm kind of surprised how like simple and straightforward this is. It's always like the simple little things that I wait so long to dive into and then realize, oh, I could have been doing this the whole time. And now release the elevator back down. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of work off camera, figure out a better setup for this. And then I'll probably also revise the platform. And I'll see you then. Alright, so that's this is what it looks like right now. And I moved it over to here because I started laying things out and I was looking at it and I was thinking, if I make it kind of square like this, we're gonna have a lot of wasted space in the middle. It's gonna be an inefficient use of my space, and my space is becoming limited. So I decided it would be more appropriate to make it long and thin. But then I was thinking, with as many different little buttons and switches I'm gonna want on the thing, it's going to maybe even come out far enough to overlap with this guy, and I don't want that. I don't want them to overlap. So I decided to move it opposite of this inventory, storage, whatever, the one I use the most often. I don't have a name for it. Crafting. We'll call it the crafting platform. That's what it is. I put it opposite of it, and it sort of balances that one out nicely, I think. So I'm actually glad I did that. And so this is what it's going to look like. And incidentally, before I start adding more stuff in here, all the different bits and bobs, this reminds me of a toy from when I was a kid. This reminds me of a He-Man toy, Masters of the Universe. If you don't know who He-Man was, Google or do like a YouTube video search. Anyway, there was this like little action figure carrier that was like this skeleton lizard guy who was just a skeleton, and it was meant to like not only store your figures or keep them organized, but you could also, it sort of looked like they were riding him and they would fit in between the ribs. And this reminds me of that for some reason. I guess because it looks like a rib cage. But anyway, this is what it's going to work. Okay, so we can put either buttons or levers on these faces, like so. And the sound engine is laggy as always. Oh, I wanted to do that all in one swipe. It didn't work out. Okay, so they're going to be like that. And then under here we'll have is this the right ones? Yeah, the transmitters. That's the ones we want. And I think I want them facing like that. Yeah. And there's just some redstone wire like that. And I should be able to hide them now. I think... Let's see, let's put this on the bar. I think this won't... Let's see if this will go. No, it won't. We're going to have to place it... Oh, it won't even let me place it there because there's a button. Oh no, the plan is flawed. The plan is flawed. I wanted to cover over this. I'm gonna have to change things. Okay, so I thought about it for a second, and the solution was actually way simpler than what I was doing. Imagine that. It occurred to me that these receivers and transmitters, they use the same... It's like an add-on mod for red power, and they use some of the same ingredients as the red power circuits. I'm like, can I just put those on the wall like I would a red power circuit? And yeah, you can. So this is way easier. It's just as compact as it was gonna be. Now, if I wanted to make this, this is as what I could make it one block thinner. So we'd have like a button in this block, a button in this block. But this is good. This is good. So these are all gonna work like this. Here, let me get down in this hole. These boots for the traveler, man. It'll just trigger like that. Very nice. And we can also put a lever here, and then I guess to do like a label, I don't want to have a sign sitting on top of this block. That's kind of ugly. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have item frames on either side of each block, and I'm going to have to come up with some sort of, whoops, I have to come up with some kind of symbol for each function. And once I figure out something that makes sense, it'll probably be okay. It'll be easy to remember, I hope. So we'll have things like this, and then we'll put an item in each of these item frames that for whatever that symbol is. Like for the zombie brain lever or the button or whatever to turn it on and off, we'll probably put a zombie brain in the item frame. A zombie brain in the item frame. That makes sense. So actually, let's hook that one up right now to test out the system. And I'm going to need a lever and a zombie brain. Because we're going to keep these always on. I could, I don't have to do we could just do it with a button and keep this toggle latch here. But what I think I want to do, I want to have multiple spawners here. And so what I'm going to end up using is different colored wire. You can take this red alloy wire and you can insulate it with wool. And so you can have, whoa, wispy! You can have different wire right next to each other and they don't interfere because they have different colors. And then you can connect all of the, oh come on. For any spot where the different colors need to overlap, you can make this bundled cable, which any kind of color can go into and out of it. It'll save a lot of space. So I'm going to do that here for the different spawners. Ooh, let me get that wispy essence. Ghosty and pentagrammy. Let's see, what did I come in here looking for? Levers. What happened to the levers? Oh, I bet I dumped them in here when I was cleaning out my inventory. I bet, yeah, okay. So we need levers and a few zombie brains, and we're going to get rid of this note block. Ouch! Situation. Hey, buddy. Oh no, they're all up here. That's right, because we set up the golems to move them automatically. Okay, so we'll need 2 of those. And we'll get rid of the note block without flying through the air wildly, hopefully. Yes, bang. Oh, crap. Okay, come up here. I guess we may as well set this up then. Give me that. And then give me that. Oh no. Give me that, and I'll reconfigure that. Oh, you're gonna pick up my you picked it up, didn't you? There's a wispy essence. Did I get the toggle latch? Oh, I've got the toggle latch. Okay. Alright, get it up. So we're gonna put... Oh, gosh! Here, let me come up here and rest. Just sit here. Let's put it... That's not a torch. Oh my gosh, my inventory is such a mess. Oh no! Gosh, what am I doing? Okay, do that. Thank you. Okay, so we've got the cable there. And that there. Then we need to put down a receiver. Like so. We need to spin it around so it'll connect up like that. Oh, and then we need to set the frequency, don't frequency, don't we? So for now, let's just say we're going to use... I'll come up with like a series of numbers that I want to use. So let's just, for now, let's use 4901 there. And over here, which one do we want to use? So it is over there. Let's use this one. It's kind of the closest one. Put that there. And that there. And then we need to set this to the same number. 4901. And then we need to replace that with a lever. And then that should be it. Like so. And then turn it off by powering the switch. And it shuts down. Magical. Okay. Awesome. And I'll have to reconfigure the setup a little bit when I start doing multiple inputs. But that's really... Whoa, gosh, man. That's not that difficult. Let's see. Anything else? No. Okay. Looking for anything else you may have deposited in there that I need. Okay, but that's that. I guess that's it for this video because we've got most of this set up. Whoop. And I don't have that many things to turn on and off. Let's look around for things to turn on and off. The smelter macerator setup, we're going to need a switch. That's going to be on most of the time, to be honest. But I'll have a switch for that. I'll have a switch for the Zycraft blocks basically whenever I don't have a quarry going, which is going to be soon. I'll have that switched off as well. Or I may have you know what I may do is have a quarry master switch as well to turn that on, and I'll start using a receiver for the levers to power the engines. I mean, they'll still need the cables, but so that everything is going on from one switch up there, and I'll just have to set the frequency when I put down the receiver. And that guy is going pretty quick because it's not as big of a quarry. So we've got this guy. Oh, we've got this, our glass maker. We can have a switch for that. And then this setup down here, I'm not really using anymore. I still may use it in the future. And you can tell that I've got 3 empty tanks here. And so next video, what I'm going to work on is, if you remember some time ago, Jenny... Oh, come on! Switch modes! Oh, great. The lag on switching the modes can be very disconcerting sometimes. He gave us the bee that creates simmering combs, and I had that bee cooking in the nether hub for a while. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... About 8, I would say. About 8 stacks of simmering combs. And we're going to turn the simmering comb next video. We're finally going to put together the setup to turn it into lava by going from, let's see. There we go. It's a little slow today. By going from simmering cone to phosphor. And then we go from phosphor through a squeezer to lava. And then we're going to take the lava and we're going to take it and put it right in our tank to help it fill back up. Okay, so I guess that's it for this video. Stay tuned. Let me know of feedback or things I could do better or things I forgot. All that kind of stuff. See you later, guys. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.